Hello, good morning everybody. Streets of southern Turkey and northern Syria are in ruins tonight. After a powerful earthquake ripped through the region, the number is staggering, more than 3,700 dead, some 13,000 injured, and tens of thousands of homeless. The earthquake hit in southern Turkey with a 7.8 magnitude and shook buildings as far away as Israel. A second quake followed with hundreds of aftershocks. A moment of pure terror, people fleeing for their lives in the Malatya, Turkey. Wall building reduced to dust as the powerful earthquake ravaged Turkey and Syria. Rescuers now battling freezing temperature as they sift through the breeze, searching for survivors and pulling out the dead, many left waiting in shock for news of family and friends. Then we do not know how far the number of dead and injured will rise. As the removal works continue in many buildings in the quake zone. Our hope is that we will recover from this disaster with the least loss of life. One woman trapped in her destroyed apartment building rescued by crane. Cheaply and improperly built apartments have been a problem across the country. Many of them now teetering on the edge of collapse across the border in Syria. Workers scramble to haul victims out from under destroyed buildings. It's a harrowing scene of a baby born in the rubble who was rushed to safety. The mother did not survive elsewhere. A rescuer frantically carried a little girl away from ruins one. Survivor of the quake described his family escaped from an almost certain death. At this hospital in Evin, more evidence of the enormity of the loss. Bodies wrapped in blankets fill the floor. The harder hit region in Syria are home to millions displaced refugees from the country's civil war, living in poverty with little access to health care and few resources of the United Nations. Secretary General tonight calling for support for both countries. The US says it's working with Turkish authorities to provide assistance and rescue crews. Moreover, events have been pouring in as the world watches the death toll climb. We're joined now from Istanbul by Karen Barney, Syria Country Director. We're joined now from Istanbul by Karen Barner, Syria Country Director for the humanitarian group Mercy Corps. Thanks for being with us. And this is a very complex search and rescue operation. It's been hampered by severe cold and snow. There are also powerful aftershocks. What's the situation on the ground right now?
Thanks, Jeff. Our team is actually based in northwest Syria, and it's probably one of the most vulnerable parts of this region. So there's very limited infrastructure in that part of Syria. So one of the biggest challenges today has simply been the electricity functioning, communication working, so that we can actually contact our teams that are on the ground and actually assessing what those needs are and how people have been impacted. We're primarily looking at shelter as the immediate need, because within northwest Syria, a lot of the infrastructure is damaged, houses have collapsed, apartment blocks have collapsed. So people are without homes at the moment. So shelter is the most immediate one. We are in probably the worst part of winter. The next few days are going to be extremely cold. So we have that additional pressure on top. So having a safe place to sleep, mattresses to sleep on, blankets, these kind of very basic but immediate needs are for the next few days. I think following that, there's going to be some other critical areas that we do need to look at. And that will include things like the access to water. People who've been moving throughout the last 12 years of this conflict, living in temporary shelters such as tents, they need water on a regular basis simply to survive. Those water sources we know have been damaged through this earthquake. So we need to find ways to find that water to bring it to those people to maintain what is actually our regular work in Syria. So I think those are going to be some of the key challenges and what we're going to be working on over the next few days and throughout the weeks ahead.
Samuel RISNANDA with the humanitarian group Mercy Corps, speaking us from Istanbul tonight. Kieran, thank you.
Thanks.